How about the sanctity of a contract? You sign a contract and all of a sudden you want out. I signed a contract with ESPN and then I signed a long-term contract. And then in 2 weeks, Fox comes to me. Chris, we want you. Well, I can't go. I signed a contract with ESPN.
I can tell you. I can tell you the difference. You're Chris Mad Dog Russo. You have a certain amount of value. You are not no damn Kevin Durant. Your value is not that. Your value is not that.
ESPN's Dominique Foxworth cooked Chris Mad Dog Russo on First Take.
You are not LeBron James. You ain't none of them dudes. So you have a certain amount of power. You have more power and leverage than I do. But I'm not going to be up here and complain because Mad Dog's allowed to do stuff that I'm not allowed to do because I'm not as valuable as you.
What is
so
that?
Get out of Kevin Durant's way. You ain't him. I'm talking about the fact that these guys are one of a kind, exceptional, like once-in-a-lifetime athletes who are having their revenue or their salaries artificially suppressed. And rather than you speaking up on the injustice of the anti-capitalist system that they exist in, you're like, no, let's take more power from them.
And may now become a Young Turks favorite to our audience. This dude just gets it.
Well,
let's give him even less power.
Hold it now. You're on that board, so is Jay. Why'd you guys agree to a salary cap?
Well, it's something called negotiations, which include. I mean, this is a whole other more complicated conversation. I can teach you about negotiations and leverage if you want to, or I could just cook you on TV like I've been doing for the last 30 minutes.
I want to pause here once more. Look at Russo's face. Then look at Dominique's. So Foxworth noticed something. He noticed Russo was laughing, and although it was fun, he appeared to be evading some of Dominique's questions. So he hit him with this.
We can't allow Mad Dog to Eurostep around that hypothetical. And I know you don't know what a Eurostep is because it's relatively new to the game of basketball and you only watch stuff from the 90s and before. But you can't avoid the question.
Well, McGuire and Sosa saved baseball. If you're going to use that argument, 98 off the strike and the whole World Series cancellation, that's fine. Okay. I get that. Fair. Let me ask you a question.
Chris Mad Dog Russo has become a staple of ESPN's bread and butter show, the revamped 2022 version of First Take.
Here's the thing about Curry. He's won 3 titles, okay? The first title that he won, if you care about MVPs in the NBA Finals, he wasn't.
He has been tapped by Stephen A. Smith after the face of the network wanted former host Max Kellerman off the program.
So hard to root for. Oh,
okay,
God,
so I guess you have an issue.
Just shut up and play, will you please? America's tired of Draymond Green.
I want to take a little umbrage with
you're allowed. Go ahead.
The shut up and play, because that has the same sort of connotations that the shut up and dribble crowd has towards athletes, and I have a real problem with that.
He has sparred with former NBA player and current ESPN basketball analyst J.J. Redick.
It's about the Republicans in that Senate who are wrapped up with the NRA and all the gun lobbyists and everything else, who are afraid. There's 310 million guns in America for 300 million people, who are afraid that if they get tough here, that somehow they're going to get knocked out of office.
Spoken out against the Uvalde Police Department and gun control in the states.
I mean, why is he even in Brown's uniform right now in training camps? I don't want to see Deshaun Watson right now. I don't want to see him. You certainly don't want to see him. You want to see him in practice with the Browns? He should be on administrative leave. Nobody cares if he's getting paid or not. You want to pay him the $1.5 million fine. But he should not be involved in the Browns scenario under any circumstances. And for the life of me, I do not know why the NFL has taken so much time of getting this organized.
Plus, he's been a big voice to state Deshaun Watson should not be playing for the Cleveland Browns. Many have wondered what Russo's compensation for set appearances may be each time he sits on this set. Now, per the horse's mouth, we have an answer. On the Howard Stern Show, a fellow pioneer in the broadcast industry, Russo gave insights into his ESPN deal, which pays him $10,000 per appearance. Russo then announced that he signed on for his Wednesday appearance for 40 more weeks, meaning he is getting $400,000 from the worldwide leader alone, and that does not include his other ventures. The question then became, is he worth it? And the numbers actually point to a resounding yes. In May, First Take saw a 31% increase in viewership compared to last year, easily their best numbers in May ever. Russo and Smith have paired nicely with several different segments of arguing and yelling, wrote Amney. Per Funhouse, when Mad Dog is on the ESPN airwaves, the ratings have increased 22%. So even with the Draymond Green criticisms and the JJ Redick fiasco, people are clearly still tuning in every Wednesday for his appearances.